always said to me, which is life lessons. Life will, in marriage, will help bring you together. Like he said,
you to have hope until we're old, to stay faithful to this love one day at a time.
So it says when you get married, we become one. How did that look like in your marriage? How did y'all learn your different personalities mushing together to make one? What does that look like in your marriage?
Well, a lot of times it don't happen, overnight. It takes people. My mother always told me that she said, if you can make it 5 years, she said, if you can make it 5 years, she said, you can make it all the way in your marriage. And I was like, 5 years? Well, 5 years is enough time for a tree that is ready to start really growing, and so with us, we made it to 5 years. Then, we had all the experiences with the kids, and then we went on, and then whatever other problems we had, made it through it. And so when you begin to win all those battles, and you can see it just coming together, and you make it as one. So through all of our experiences, everything that we've been through, it has brought us all the way together and into one. And even then, we had to add in even the church equation, the pastoral part of what we do. Through that, we've made it 11 years, and I don't think that there's too many things that we can't do. I mean, we've you know we've done everything that I believe that God has required of us, and so it's I think it's a wonderful thing when you can become one, and that's what a lot of young couples have to work on, is becoming one. It don't happen overnight. It's just like a toddler. You begin to walk, and you what? Fall down. You get back up, and you just don't you don't see any you don't see any babies. Just your little baby did not just get up and just start walking. I watched her real close, and I was like, well, boy, she's trying, but then on now you can't catch her because she's not just walking, she's running, and she's fast, and you can't, you just can't, now you just can't, you got to really, figure out how you can get her corralled up because she's moving. And, but that's how it's experienced. It's just going day after day, year after year, and you finally come to that oneness.
I would say definitely, just piggybacking off what he said, I'm going to say one thing that Mother Rich always said to me, which is life lessons. Life will, in marriage, will help bring you together. Like he said, the struggles. I'm going to say the ups and downs bring you together, help you stay together. It depends on you how well you go through it. Either you're going to be a person that walks away, you just can't handle it, or either you feel like your marriage is worth fighting for. And so you have to, I'm going to still say you have to go back to that trust and that communication. And then that's where the growth comes into the marriage. We haven't been married 34 years because we haven't gone through something. We've been through a whole lot. We've gone through I'm going to say one near-death experience, and then the other one, he did die. So here we are. We're still together. The Lord didn't leave me by myself. He knew that it wasn't time. You know, so life lessons, struggle, sometimes illness comes into the mix. And so that's still a part of life. That's a part of the lesson. And even through all that, we're still one. I guess we won't be one until one of us leaves here.
And
But I'm just thankful for
and
that.
what you saying is, and where I seen that, I was like, what she told me 3 years ago, when I came to, I was in the hospital. I came to out of they came to, and she said that you had died. And I said, I died. And then she told me what had happened, how the surgeon and the chaplain, they came to the waiting room and told her that I was gone. And, that really touched my heart, because most people just say, okay. They just go ahead and call the mortuary. Well, most people do. She didn't do that. She said, he can't be gone. She said he can't. I wasn't there. I was thinking.
I said he can't. I said because he has more work he needs to do.
She said he's got more work
to do.
he has to do. And I was like,
yeah,
wow. That alone helped preserve my life. If it had, there could have been another way. You didn't have somebody that really didn't care. They would have just said, oh my God, and went on call Jackson's or DeVore's or whoever they needed to call to come pick me up. But she cared enough. She had enough love to where she would not accept death. That's oneness. And I'm glad that she did it, because had she not persuaded them to continue on with the work, I may not be sitting here today. The man told her, he said, well, we'll go back in. I don't know if you're a praying person, but you need to be really praying. And they went back in.
He said, keep praying.
Stayed in there with another 4 hours, however.
They went back in, and then after they stabilized, and then
they were able to
get
me back going.
And that nurse told me, she said, Mrs. Rich, she said, I have to tell you. She said, they worked on him 9 minutes. And I said, what? She said, 9 minutes they worked on him. And when you think about it, if you set your phone to 9 minutes, that's a long time. And then he came back where he didn't have a stroke. He knows who we are. All of that. Don't tell me God's not good.
And a lot of people, when they deceased and gone like that, they have problems.
Yeah.
And the only problem that I had, and I look at it every now and then to remind me that something happened, was for whatever reason in the back, I lost a lot of my hair.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
It's back.
What? I don't know. But it all came back.
Yeah, it did.
I still had my life.
Amen.
I still had my joy. I still had all those things that God had given me. And, I still had my wife, and I still had my family. I still had my church family. Still had everything. And that's why we say our church family, church is all we know. Every time I've been victorious to come out of the hospital, I've always told my wife, it's not always, I don't go home. What I do is I'd say, take me to the what?
To the church.
Take me to the church house. I sit right there, and I usually come here, and I begin to thank God for what he's done for me.
Amen.